boys and girls, moms and dads and friends and family. Welcome to Studio Adventure's brand new series, Superheroes. We begin our show with Superheroes of Tomorrow. These are stories of superheroes created by you, the audience. And also in this series, it takes a superhero. In this segment, we salute our real-life superheroes, our special essential workers who courageously place their lives at risk to make our world a safer place to live. Next up, Name That Superhero. This trivia game will test your knowledge of today's fictional superheroes. In our segment Secret Discoveries of a Superhero, we reveal weird but true discoveries made by superheroes. Our Superhero Connection segment will explore things every superhero has in common. And finally, we wrap things up with a blast from the past. Superheroes from the Bible, their stories of courage and victory, leading us to the one true superhero, Jesus, the one who gives us courage and boldness to be victorious over our archvillain, Satan. So sit back and enjoy the show, boys and girls.
What is your superhero name? The Kid. How did you become a superhero? On a mission into the outer realms of the galaxy, Commander Luke met a race of aliens that gave him superpowers. What is your superpower? He can perform supernatural feats of strength, disappear into thin air, bend minds to his own will, and more. What does your costume look like? He wears black jeans composed of a space gray denim and a red and black jacket. What is your mission? His mission is to stop crime from happening all over the universe. What does your secret lair look like? A giant tree trunk. Who is your arch enemy? Criminals and masterminds.
So boys and girls, we have with us tonight Nicole Collins, and she is with the Norfolk Firefighters and Rescue. And so she has agreed to come with us tonight and tell us a little bit about what she does as a superhero, because we know our firefighters and our emergency workers are part of our superheroes, and we've been talking about that in this series on superheroes. So let's welcome to you, Ms. Collins. Thank you for being with us.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit. So we've been talking about things that superheroes have in common. And one of the things they have in common is a story of origin. Every superhero starts with a story, some sort of backstory. So we'd like for you to start out maybe by telling us what made you decide that you wanted to be in this line of work.
It actually started when I was about 15. The house across the street from me was gutted, burned down basically. And I was watching all the firefighters and said, man, I want to do that. So I really got interested in the fire department side of it first. And then of course, as we know, fire department and EMS go side by side. So, you know, I was dragged into that. And when I started doing some of that stuff, it felt if I'm going to ride the ambulance, I might as well, you know, increase my education on that.
Wow.
So,
and I'm sure that's when you start out thinking firefighter, and then you have to kind of merge those emergency skills and so forth. That's a whole different set of skills that you have to have, and a special calling too for that. So
for sure.
What would you say is your mission then?
Well, I mean, I think with every fire department around the world, it's always life, property, and the environment. Our motto is always to help our citizens, whether it's something little like, helping them load their groceries in the car, or on their worst day, just helping make that situation as best or better when we arrive.
So that's a great mission. One other thing that we have talked about in this series of superheroes that superheroes have in common is they all have like a costume or a uniform or something. And I know that you do as well. So can you tell us, I know that there's a lot to your uniform, but if you could maybe just tell just a bit about it.
Well, I don't have any of my EMS stuff, but some of the stuff we wear, obviously gloves to protect our hands. And then now with the pandemic, we wear an N95 mask. And then also we wear eye pro. So just clear eye pro or sunglasses, what you'll see on the medic unit. Firefighting wise, just going through some of the pieces of gear. We have what's called a hood. So this is just your NOEX hood. It just goes around your neck, then just comes up around your head. The next thing I have is our face piece. So this is a face piece we actually put on, and this allows us to breathe the air in our SCBA tank that we wear in the fires.
So tell me this. I'm just a little bit curious, and I know that no 2 days are probably alike because you deal from emergency to emergency. But if you were to describe a typical day, what would you say a typical day would look like?
So our shift starts at 0700. So we have what's called lineup. Basically, the officer will gather in the galley or in the bay, and we'll go over that lineup for today. So who's riding where, if units are going out of service for training, if there's any training that we're doing, and just kind of what's going on around the department for that day. And then of course we have, we check off our rigs, whether the fire truck or the medic unit, we're going to check those off, make sure all of our equipment's squared away. And then a lot of times we'll do training. So whether it's EMS training or fire training, we'll do that. And then we eat dinner as a family. So we eat lunch and dinner together as a family. That's very important to us. And then run calls during the day.
So that sounds like you stay busy though. And even when you're not busy with emergencies, you do have like a schedule of things that you have to maintain your equipment and you stay on. So you don't just kind of hang out and.
Yeah, we don't watch